Welcome to my channel.
I thought I lost everything, until I realized what I actually kept. There's a specific kind of silence that comes after you lose people. Not the loud kind, not dramatic, just empty. Like something that used to be there is gone, and your brain hasn't caught up yet. My name's Lucas, and a year ago, I lost almost everyone I thought mattered. Not because of a fight, not because of one big mistake, but because of something much quieter. Rumor. It started small, at least. That's what I was told later. One conversation, one assumption, one person repeating something they heard, and somehow it turned into a version of me that didn't exist. At first, I didn't even know. People didn't confront me. They didn't ask questions. They just changed. Replies got shorter. Plans stopped happening. Group chats went quiet. Told myself everyone was just busy. That it was a phase. That I was overthinking. But deep down I knew. You always know. The first real confirmation came from someone I didn't expect. Maya. We weren't super close, but we had always been friendly. She caught up to me after class one day. Hey, she said, a little hesitant. Can I ask you something? Yeah. She looked around first, like she was checking if anyone was listening. Did you say something about Jake? I frowned. Double quotes, no. What do you mean? She hesitated again. People are saying you talked behind his back. Like, really badly? I just stared at her, because I hadn't. Not even close. I didn't, I said. She studied my face for a second, then nodded. Okay, she said quietly. I just wanted to hear it from you.
And then she walked away. That moment stuck with me.
Not because of what she said, but because she asked. She didn't assume. She didn't decide. She asked. And that made her different. Everyone else, they didn't ask. They decided. Within a week, things got worse. Jake stopped talking to me completely. And he wasn't just anyone. He was central. The kind of person who connects groups. So when he pulled away, others followed. Not out of malice. Just alignment. It's easier to go with the flow than question it. Suddenly, I wasn't just a little distant. I was avoided. Conversations stopped when I walked up. People made excuses to leave. It wasn't loud. No one called me out. No one accused me directly. They just removed me. And that somehow hurt more. Because you can defend yourself against words. But how do you defend yourself against silence? I thought about confronting Jake, clearing it up, fixing it. But every time I imagined the conversation, it felt pointless. Because if he believed it, one sweat would stop him from believing something else later. Trust doesn't break loudly. It shifts. And once it shifts, it's hard to put back. So, I didn't chase him. I didn't chase anyone. Not because I didn't care, but because I realized something I hadn't understood before. If I had to convince people I wasn't the person they thought I was, then they didn't really know me in the first place. That realization didn't make things easier. If anything, it made them heavier, because it meant accepting something uncomfortable. Some of the people I thought were mine weren't. The next few weeks were quiet, lonely. I sat alone more. Walked alone more, a lot more. And in that silence, something strange happened. I started noticing things I had ignored before, who still nodded at me in the hallway, who didn't look away, who treated me the same. It wasn't many people, but it wasn't zero. Maya was one of them. She'd sit near me sometimes, not making a big deal out of it, just present. One day, she said something that stuck with me. You know, people are weird when they don't have the full story. I shrugged. They don't want the full story, I said. She shook her head slightly. Some do, she replied. That word, some, it mattered. Because I had been looking at it like an all-or-nothing situation.
Everyone or no one.
But reality isn't like that. It's smaller, more specific, more honest. I stopped trying to get everything back and started paying attention to what never left. A few people, a few conversations, a few moments that felt real.
And slowly that became enough.
Not perfect, not easy, but real. Months later, something unexpected happened. Jake approached me. Out of nowhere. Hey, he said. Same word Maya used. Funny how much depends on who says it.
I looked at him.
Hey! He shifted his weight. Clearly uncomfortable. I think I messed up, he said. I didn't respond. Just waited. I heard something, and I didn't check if it was true. I nodded slightly. Yeah, I said. Silence. I'm sorry, he added. And for a moment he believed him. Not because of the words, but because of how he said them. Carefully. Like he meant it. And a year ago that might have been enough. I might have said it's fine, moved on, gone back to how things were. But something had changed. Not in him. In me. I get it, I said. And I did. People make mistakes. They believe things. They follow others. That's human. But then I added something else. I just don't think it goes back to how it was. He nodded slowly. Yeah, he said. I figured, and that was it. No drama, no argument. Just honesty. We didn't become enemies. But we didn't become the same either. And strangely, that felt right. Because sometimes closure isn't about fixing things. It's about understanding them, accepting what they were, and choosing what comes next. Looking back now, I don't think I lost everything. It felt like it at the time. But I didn't lose the truth. I didn't lose the people who actually cared enough to ask. And I didn't lose myself. If anything, I found something I didn't have before. Clarity about who matters, about what lasts, and about how quiet moments can change everything. Because in the end, it wasn't the rumor that defined me. It was what I chose not to become because of it.